So recently I got back from Iceland, and if you missed that video series, check it out. Like, it was insane, it was life-changing, it was magical. Just the most beautiful paramotor flying I've ever experienced. And so I got home and I felt kind of jaded, and I was like, you know, I love flying around at home, but like, did I peak? Like, was that the best it's gonna get? I was kind of thinking, what can I do to top flying in Iceland? And I think I found the next adventure that's going to possibly be more incredible than flying in Iceland. So enter the Icarus race. If you're not in the paramotor community, you probably don't know what this race is, but it's held by a group called the Adventurous, and it is the world's biggest, longest, as far as I know, paramotor race. So this year the Icarus race starts in Glacier National Park, Montana, all the way down to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's over 1,000 miles, and by nature, flying a paramotor that distance is nearly unheard of in the paramotor community. This is something pretty completely unique. It's an unsupported race. By nature, it's very challenging because these paramotors we fly, they go 25 to 45 miles an hour, and they're very sensitive to weather conditions. So covering that amount of distance is just by nature pretty insane for a paramotor. And now this race puts together a bunch of pilots, and we're actually racing each other to the finish line. The good thing about this race is basically the adventurers put together this security net of individuals that are watching over all of us and basically making it feasible. The adventurers are there with trackers, they're there with ground support, and they're there if we need them. Now there's two classes to the race. Basically there's the race class and the adventure series. So the race class is fully unsupported. You have to carry everything necessary to make this trek. And the adventure class has possible support from ground crew. So I've chosen to do the race class, and basically what that means is I'm fully unsupported. I'm doing this carrying all my gear, and it's probably gonna take up to 10 days to do the entire 1,000 miles. Really depends on weather, but basically I've been thinking about it a lot, and although I'm in race class, I don't think my first priority is going to be winning. That's kind of my whole mindset when it comes to anything in life, I think. I'm more so driven by having as much fun as possible rather than winning. My priorities are going to be do it safely, have as much fun as possible, finish the race, and then try to win. There's a couple competitors that have already done trips like this, and I am totally new to the long distance cross country. I've done some mountain flying, I've done a little cross country flying, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So as far as gear goes, I'm obviously gonna be flying the Scout. You just saw me box it up, and the new wing that you saw is actually provided by the guys at Aviator PPG. So huge thank you to those guys for the wing. It's a 19 meter free ride. I generally fly a 16 meter, so the 19 meter is going to help out a lot flying in higher elevations and carrying a lot of gear. Basically, I've done some testing, and additional gear I'm gonna be carrying, I have a duffel bag that's gonna have my tent, my sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, a couple changes of clothes, camera gear, all kinds of stuff like that. Bare minimum of what I can get away with carrying, because carrying that much weight is just gonna be kind of treacherous. In addition, I've got an external fuel tank, a fuel bladder that's gonna be kind of on my lap. I just rigged that up. I tested it on the ground. I got cut short and I didn't actually get to test it while flying. So I'm gonna really hope it works as I expect. But basically that gives me an additional 6 liters of gas. So similar to the Iceland series, I'm gonna be out in the middle of nowhere. Really no time to edit and no time or Wi-Fi to upload. So the way I'm planning on covering this is I think I'm gonna try to do like a daily short under 2-minute video from my phone and just kind of tell you guys where I'm at, what I did during the day. I'll post that to my YouTube page, but also follow my Instagram at TuckerGott. I'll try to post as many pictures there as I can, but basically I'm gonna have my GoPro, my Sony, another GoPro probably, And I'm gonna be filming like actual episodes during the whole trek, probably like a daily sort of thing, kind of like I did for Iceland. But those videos won't get edited and published until after I get back from the whole race. Coming up, what you're gonna see is I filmed, I think 3 videos back in New Jersey since I arrived home. So those are gonna go up, and then you'll start seeing some Icarus videos. In addition to that, the Adventurous guys actually have a Twitter feed that I'm gonna link down below. Check out all the links down there. One is the Twitter feed, so they're pretty active on that during the actual race. They also have a live tracking map, so I'm gonna have a tracker on me, and you guys can actually watch like my progress and see if I fail or win. You can also check out the Icarus trophy website. That'll be linked down below. That's got all kinds of stuff. So lastly, the Icarus race actually runs hand in hand with a fundraiser for Cool Earth. Now Cool Earth is pretty awesome. They help save the rainforest, and they don't do it by like taking control of the land. Their whole idea is putting the control back into the hands of the indigenous people. So it's a kind of neat approach. I'll have also a link down there for that. I have a specific page that is my fundraising for Cool Earth. And if you got a couple spare dollars, just think about donating and save the rainforest. Be totally rad. I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm also a little bit nervous. I mean, this is some serious flying. 1,000 miles on a paramotor. I'm sure there's gonna be points in time where it's gonna suck, but I know in the end it's gonna be like a once in a lifetime experience. So I'm really stoked about it, and I'm stoked to bring you guys along as much as I possibly can. Like I said, I'm gonna be self-supporting in the middle of nowhere, so keeping batteries charged and SD cards empty, it's gonna be a little challenge, but I think we'll rock it out just like Iceland. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I got some cool stuff I've edited from New Jersey coming soon. So till then, peace out.